Hello. All right, everybody. Getting everybody on this morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Guys, I'm not going to make this super long. I just want to jump on here and kind of talk to you a little bit about kind of the housing news right now, what's going on, that kind of thing. So before I do jump into that, guys, hey, I'm offering a free half-hour one-on-one financial coaching with me, okay? And you can win that on the 20th, all right? So jump on and like and comment on my YouTube channel, on my YouTube, on this video or whatever video I had, and that'll put you in the drawing for that on the 20th, okay? Guys, I'm going to give you a jump start on mortgage financing to get you rocking and rolling. So when you're ready to go to your lending facility, and once you've got that all picked out, then you are going to be rocking and rolling, ready to go. All right. So jump in. We will talk about everything. We'll get you started. I will help you with where you can get started, what you need to do. So, and guys, it's free. All you got to do is like and comment on my video. You can just simply say, I'm in, and then I will draw for that on the 20th. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to jump into it today. Let me grab my notes here. There's a lot happening in the mortgage and in the housing world. So I just want to make sure that I'm bringing you some stuff, so I jotted some notes down here so we can rock and roll. So my title today is why home building has slowed, and then why there's not as much home building, and then how that affects you. Okay, guys, so I'm going to give you kind of a list of why things are slowing down, and I think you can kind of understand why, where the pavement's kind of meeting the road here, the rubber's kind of meeting the road, right? Okay, so one of the big things about the reason that building has slowed down is because supply and demand for materials have gone up in price. There also is a lack of availability, which is adding weeks to a single family home build. Okay, which a lot of people are not. They're needing to do this in a certain amount of time, right? And lumber has jumped. The soft lumber has jumped like 85% in the last 3 months. Okay. Now, us people in Iowa, we saw that here right after derecho. We saw it bounce up because of supply and demand. So many people were doing repairs. We saw it bounce up and we saw it come back down. Well, now it's starting to kind of bounce back up all over because of supply. I know even for us to get the siding that we wanted, we got the LP Smart siding to go on our house, and it is made here in Iowa. However, there was such a demand on it that we ended up ordering it out of Montana and getting it shipped over here. It was cheaper to do that and quicker to do that than what it was to try and get it here and wait. Okay, so those are a lot of big things that's going on right now. Okay, high mortgage rates for builders. We're seeing a little steady increase of mortgage rates. I mean, guys, when I say that, it's not bad. Compared to what it used to be at 17%. Mortgage rates right now are still below 5%, so you're still good, and even when it starts getting into 7 and 8, that may happen here, as things start hitting the glass ceiling, but predicting that for 2022 yet. So don't get too wound up. But when the builders have to pay higher interest rates, it means that their profit margin is way less. So then they can't afford to build something because they still have to pay workers and all of that. So they have to really cut down on what they're doing. They can't allow workers to get overtime. They can't, all these things kind of roll into this. We don't really think about them as buyers always. Okay. The other problem that's happening and why this is affecting you guys so much is, so if you remember right in one of my other videos, I told you that part of the problem that we have, we're not like the baby boomer generation in the fact that families, we're having a lot of children. What we're having is we have a lot of people that are having 2 to 3 children. Okay. Now these 2 to 3 children are old enough and now they want to buy. Okay. Especially with interest rates as low as they're jumping in if they want to buy. So our supply has gone down, our demand has gone up. Okay. So that is one of the big things. So if we're not building enough homes to either allow buyers to buy, so meaning like, say you're a first time home buyer and you buy a $125,000 house, okay? Ideally, people only stayed in that for 7 years, and then they bumped up to the next grade house, which was maybe a $250,000 house or even a $300,000 house, depending on what their income, how they saved, all of that. All right. But if we're not building these houses to move people to the next step, then we don't have the inventory for the first time home buyers either. Okay. So it's a domino effect, right? It's a domino effect. And that's why it is affecting our supply so bad, is because now a $125,000 house is now a $150,000 house. Okay. Because those are going up in value at a significant rate. But yet the new houses, the profit margin is coming down. So it's harder for them to build new homes because of the lack of lumber and all of that. Okay. So lean existing home inventory and solid buyer demand are supporting the need for new construction, but we're not receiving the need because of building costs. Okay. Again, domino effect. Okay. With ongoing increases of building increase and lack of skilled laborers, that's another thing, is a lot of people, bless their hearts, we have been taught, go to college, get a degree. Okay. Go to college, get a degree. That's what you need to do in order to get paid. But we are also lacking in the skilled labor people, and the people that can do construction work and that kind of stuff. So with the lack of that, it's harder to find and keep businesses fully staffed to make these things work. Okay. It just gives us a prediction that mortgage rates are going to go higher. Okay. And housing affordability will decline. Okay. So that's how all of this is going to affect you guys is, and unfortunately it is the cold hard reality of what's going on right now. Okay. Inflation and all of that is going on. So it's hard for people to buy and, build so we can move people into other homes and then have people come in and buy their home. Okay. Because it's got to be a constant moving part. Okay. So, and that is why also there's all these senior housing up because there needs to be a place where our seniors can go. So maybe they don't want to have a house where they're taking care of lawn and everything. That's why condos and seniors and that kind of stuff have gotten really popular, is because they don't have to take care of the lawn and the snow removal and all of that, but yet they can still live independently in their home. Okay. In a home. All right. So that's why the building of senior facilities have gone up and senior housing facilities have gone. I mean, I'm not talking nursing homes, but I'm talking like assisted living or like, I know in Florida, there's a lot of like senior groups down there where you go and you buy a condo and, there's a whole bunch of activities. It's just, and that's starting to spread nationwide because we need to get our seniors out of their homes safely so they can live independently and still have their freedom, but maybe not have to worry about mowing the lawn and all of that. All right. However, we still have way more demand than what we have supply, even if we do start moving those people out. So guys, in short, how does this affect you? Maybe now is the time for you to really look at potentially just start really saving, really, really saving. Maybe buying a house right now, rent a little longer. Buying a house right now isn't the exact thing that you need to do. Okay. Maybe what you need to do is maybe you need to save so you can afford a little bit more of an expensive house than the actual first time home starter. Okay. There's just so many things that we can maybe renting. Maybe some of our seniors need to look at renting a home. Maybe that's what they need to do so they don't have the overhead at home and they can call the landlord and say, hey, come and fix my water heater. It broke, whatever. Okay. But yeah, so it's just, it's eventually, I'm not going to say it's going to happen this year. I don't think we're going to see mortgage rates are not predicting to be up over 5% by the end of this year. They're actually saying it's going to be up more like 4%. Okay. So if that happens, that's still not bad. But just keep in your mind here that in the next few years, if we still keep our building low, and that's why people are not confident in building, is because even if it is your dream to build a home, maybe you put that on the back burner because you can't build the home now. You can't build a $250,000 home for 250,000 anymore. It's more expensive to do that. So maybe you need to, people are putting that on the back burner, which again is a trickle down effect. So anyway, I hope this kind of gives you guys some great insight on what's happening. Maybe it is time for you to build. I know things are a little higher right now, but maybe it is just time for you. Build high, sell high your home that you're living in. Maybe that's the solution for you. However, guys, like I said, if you do want to look into this and more things, okay, I am doing a free 5 days to easier finance course. Okay, it's going to walk you through some of the ins and outs of financing. Okay. And it's going to be a 5 day. It's going to give you some solid foundation that is free over in my Facebook group. It starts January 31st. So you're going to want to get into my free Facebook group. The link is in the description. Do that now. And then you will, you'll be a part of that and we'll get rocking and rolling. And also don't forget, sign up to win. Okay. All righty. You guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow.